Team USA added 5 medals on Tuesday, yes, 5, to push them all the way up to 4th in the medal table. Norway, on the other hand, added 6 to move into the overall medal lead with 12. Let's recap the biggest stories from the 4th day at Milano Cortina. Let's start with the hardware. In luge's women's singles, Ashley Farquharson earned America's 2nd medal ever in the competition. She claimed the bronze for Team USA and missed silver by just 4/100ths of a second. Making curling history for the United States, the mixed doubles team of Corey and Corey completed their magical run. They lost 6-5 to Sweden in the gold medal game, but earned America's first medal in the format. And in skiing, Team USA's Ben Ogden broke a 5-decade drought in cross-country, claiming silver in the men's sprint classic. And in a more acrobatic version of skiing, Alex Hall claimed his 2nd career Olympic medal with a silver in the free ski slopestyle finals. Up on the hill, Michaela Schifrin came up just short of taking her team to the podium in team combined, but teammates Jackie Wiles and Paula Moltzen were the 4th fastest in both the downhill and slalom segments, and that was good enough to get them a bronze medal. In the most anticipated matchup in women's ice hockey, the USA blew out Canada 5-0. You heard that right. Hannah Bilka scored 2 goals for the Americans as Team USA closed out group play with a spotless 4-0 record. Maybe even more impressive, they've only surrendered 1 goal all Olympics. Finally, in figure skating, Ilia Malinin blew away the field, finding his footing and his skates after a rough short program during the team event. Malinin leads the men's event after 1 round and looks like he's back to full quad god status. For all the latest news on everything for the Winter Olympics, keep reading, watching, and following Yahoo Sports.
Hey everyone, Chen here. We just finished the men's individual short program, and what an event. There were many very impressive programs, really clean skates from a lot of the men. Overall, just very impressed with the level of skating that we saw today. Ilia had a great program. He put down the same content that he was doing in the team event, but this time around was much cleaner with a lot more ease, and really was the skater that we expected from him. He did the same quad flip, triple axel, and quadless triple toe, but this time with all of them with a lot more flow, a lot more confidence, and it was really quite an impressive skate. The rest of our US men did their jobs, they did what they needed to do, and Andrew put down a really clean program with a quad toe, triple axel, and a triple triple. Max had a slight issue with his triple axel, but overall very clean and put down what he needed to do. So Ilia currently has a 5-point buffer heading into the free program, and his free program is always packed with incredible technical elements, which means that as long as he competes against himself and he does the things that he knows he can do, he should be in a really great spot for gold. Another standout athlete was Yuma Kageyama. He had an excellent short program in the team event, but heading into this program, he was a little bit tight, a little bit cautious, and that was reflected in his triple axel. He definitely has the chance to make up some points in the free program, but Ilia definitely has the technical advantage heading forward.
There's long track skater Jordan Stolz, obviously a superstar at this point. What makes him special?
Jordan Stolz is the greatest long track speed skater to have skated since 1980, the great Eric Heiden, who did something that no other human thought was possible. Eric Heiden won 5 gold medals in a single Olympic Games. He swept every single distance. That would be like Usain Bolt winning the marathon. Well, he may look good for the first 25 seconds. Most likely he's not going to be there towards the end, right? So this kid is special. Not only does he technically skate with incredible grace and transfer of energy, speed skating is all about power and energy transfer. It's a lot of in the hip movement. You see them putting their arms in their back sometimes. That's to conserve energy, but it's also all about the body position. And he skates beautifully. On top of that, he's like a genetic specimen. I mean, this kid in the weight room is a freak of nature. Like, he's incredible. And the third thing, the most important thing, is this kid loves to win. He's hungry. He is good enough. He knows the pressure is on. So, look, the curtain is ripped open. The World Championships, the World Cups, the world records that he's broken all year long, they're here, and they provide ancillary ammunition. But now this kid has to go out there and perform. I think he can do it.
And we also learned that Jordan and his older sister Hannah actually fell in love with the sport from watching you in Vancouver in 2010.
Yeah.
So what is that like for you that you've inspired this generation of athletes?
It's humbling. It's very humbling. Look, I love the Winter Olympic Games. And Jordan probably felt this as they were going through the opening ceremonies. It's an amazing experience, right? To be able to shift all of the energy from me to we. When you walk in those opening ceremonies, that's the shift. That's this powerful moment where you're like, wow, this feels bigger than me. I thought this was all about what I have to do. And then you've got that beautiful flag that you represent. And there's millions of people back home that you've never met that are cheering for you. So this is not about me. This is their moment. And I'm doing my best to channel whatever manifestation I can so they can have the best and the greatest races of their lives. And this is their moment. This is their special moment. This is when your body will never ask your mind in the middle of chaos or when something goes wrong, hey, like, what do you want to do? No, it's going to default to what you have practiced the most. And so we will see that on race day. Now the pressure's here. Now is when it matters.
After a thrilling run to the mixed doubles curling final for the Coreys, the American team of Corey Dropkin and Corey Teesey had to settle for the silver medal after a 6-5 loss to Sweden on Tuesday. Cast into an unexpected role as favorites in the gold medal match after Sweden upset Great Britain in the semifinals, the Americans did not play their best game of the tournament when it mattered most and squandered several opportunities early in the match to put points on the board. But where things really fell apart was in the 8th and final end, after the U.S. had to work hard in the 7th to put 2 points on the board and take a 5-4 lead. In that situation, with Sweden having the hammer, which is what curlers call the final throw of the end, the Americans were hoping to only give up 1 point and take the match into an extra end where they'd have the hammer. But back-to-back shaky stones by Dropkin and Teesey simply just did not do enough damage to the way Sweden had set up the house, which left the door wide open for Isabella Vrana to win it with a routine takeout that scored 2 points and won the gold medal for Sweden. Still, it's only the 3rd time American curlers have won Olympic medals, joining a bronze for the men's team in 2006 and the surprise gold medal by Team Schuster in 2018. Keep up with Yahoo Sports for the latest results from the 2026 Winter Olympics.
The Women's Super G event is coming up on Thursday. What can we expect from Team USA in that one?
Well, Breezy Johnson was on the podium in the last Super G, and that was a huge surprise. She is not as technical. She's more of the speed skier that knows how to let her skis follow the fall line. So it could just depend on the set. There's different coaches that set the courses, and there's parameters where they have to set the gates. And sometimes they set it tourneys, sometimes they can set it more like the downhill. So if we see something that's more like the downhill set, Breezy's chances are really good to get on the podium. She's definitely not the favorite, but she would be a good underdog surprise. And there's some young girls also competing. So Keely Cashman, who's from my hometown, she also just had a career best in a couple World Cups ago, and she was just off the podium. So I think that we have some surprise chances for Team America. The favorite going into that is the Italian superstar Sofia Goggia. So the Italians are going to be very excited to watch her, and hopefully she can perform for her fans at home.
Alex Hall wins the first freestyle skiing medal for Team USA in the Milano Cortina Olympics, taking the silver here in Livigno. Though Hall fell about half a point short of defending the gold medal he won 4 years ago in Beijing, he said he was thrilled just to be back on the podium, given how much tougher the competition was this year, including gold medal winner Birk Ruud from Norway. Ruud set the bar very high in this competition, stomping his first run down a course that was tricky, not just because of the rails and jumps, but because of a milky gray sky that made visibility difficult for everyone. Hall said the game plan for him was just to put together the hardest, most ambitious run he possibly could, and he managed to complete it on his second attempt, with only one small mistake that prevented him from winning gold. But given how audacious the run was in the first place, Hall said he leaves this event without any what-ifs. Hall famously keeps his gold medal from Beijing in his sock drawer. Now he's got a silver to put right along with it. Keep up with Yahoo Sports for the latest results from the 2026 Winter Olympics.
High five! It's day 5 of the Winter Olympics, and here is what to watch in Milano Cortina. Team USA phenom Jordan Stolz makes his first appearance in speed skating. He's a medal contender in multiple events in Milan, but first up is the men's 1,000 meter, an event in which already owns the world record. Yeah, he is pretty fast. In the women's halfpipe, two-time reigning Olympic champion Chloe Kim will take her first qualification runs ahead of the final round on Wednesday. The United States has won gold in this event in 5 of the last 6 winter games, so no pressure there. Back to the men's action in Alpine with the men's Super G. Team USA's Ryan Cochran-Siegel took home silver in the event in Beijing 2022 and has his eyes on the podium yet again. Let's luge! The final runs in women's and men's doubles will crown Olympic champions in the first time ever. Siobhan Forgan and Sophia Kirkby will be hoping to bring home something shiny for the Americans on the women's side. In freestyle skiing, medals will be awarded in the women's moguls competition. Jalen Koff looking to get back to the podium after also winning silver 4 years ago. And finally, in figure skating, reigning world champions Madison Chock and Evan Bates will try to secure their first ever Olympic gold in the ice dance free skate. They will start the night in second place after Monday's short program. Join us every single morning on Yahoo Sports Daily as we recap the biggest moments and events from Milan Cortina. We'll see you then.